husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Mula sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao at sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood ng Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Renz Palma is present inside the Caloocan Sports Complex as he tries to bounce back after only scoring 6 points in their previous loss versus the Bataan Risers. It is 2 straight losses for Negros as they take on Caloocan, who went back onto the losing column after they snapped their 3-game winning streak that included victories versus Pasay and Rizal. But now they're back on their home floor as they try to defend it against a number 8 seeded squad in the South Division. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mixed Comments at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Andrea Indicio. Now, for Caloocan, one bright spot for them in their previous outing was Gabby Espinas. He scored a season-high 20 points on 8 out of 9 shooting, and it seems like he could be peaking at the right moment.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, ang daming kailangan nila pagdating sa post-up, and I feel Gabby's gonna be able to fill up that void and that much-needed presence, especially on the low block.
Although he told me he doesn't care about his stats anymore, it's all about winning, and they lost that game. So it was kind of a wake-up call for them. Now, there are some more changes for this Caloocan squad, and Andrea Indicio will tell us more about it.
Para sa Caloocan, with the departure of their head coach na si Coach Alex Angeles alongside his assistant coaches, Coach RV Mangahas and Coach Jigs Guadamora, syempre ang magte-take over daw muna ay yung mga naiwan na sina Coach Ronnie Duhilio at si Coach Peter Santa Maria. Well, of course, sa nangyaring ito with that sudden change late this season, syempre lahat daw gulat pa at this point at hindi daw muna sila magbabago sa sistema and they will only strengthen that system from here and dun daw muna sila mag-focus hanggang sa matapos itong regular season. Bigs, Coach Mike.
There you have it. Thank you, Andrea, for that information. I did have a short convo with Coach Toto Duhilio, and he had a smile on his face. He said, "Gana mo siya masyadong binago," as Andrea said as well. At ang reply ko lang naman sa kanya, last year naging head coach ka na rin naman.
That's right.
Kilala ka na ng mga players mo.
Yeah,
so it's going to be interesting as to how Caloocan can move on. As Negros will also try to move on because their last 2 outings weren't as friendly. They lost those 2 by a combined 49 points.
And in that loss against the Risers, they actually started out real strong, leading the first quarter by 6, but then again they got outscored 27-15 in the second period and eventually falling behind by as much as 24 in the second half when Bataan really just pulled away. Interior defense and transition defense, medyo not enough in that game for Negros as they were a -10 on rebounds, a -20 in points in the paints, and a -15 in fast break points. You got to run back and defend in open floor, especially against a Bataan team. And you see right there, you know, really it's Chavez with 14 points, Villanueva with 11, and of course Renz Palma missing in that game, only 6 points, normally averaging about 14.
Today is a new day for them as they try to end their regular season on a good note. This is the momentum that they would want to build as they take on the number 1 seed in the South Division. On the other end, for Caloocan, this is a team that still has a lot of playoff implications because they're still at the middle part of the North and they're gonna play a lot more games. May 4 pa sila pagkatapos itong larong ito kontra sa Negros.
Ang nagugustuhan mo naman dito sa Caloocan, this is a team really built on defense, you know, interior defense, offensive rebounding. That's what they really boast of. But against that game with Quezon, it was really Quezon's 3-pointers and the forced turnovers that they encountered were key in that Caloocan loss. A -8 and 3-pointer makes shooting only 17% from there and a +10 turnovers committed, and you can't afford that against the Quezon team.
It was a struggle for them because Paul Sanga and Jennifer Cabana recently just returned by then from Zamboanga. And so today will be a bounce back day for them as they try to once again realign with Gabby Espinas and company. It is Caloocan versus Negros as we turn you over to Miguel Perey.
Here are the starters, beginning with the Negros Muscovados. Starting at forward number 18, Ryan Reyes. Also at forward number 6, John Gabriel. Center number 19, Alvin Capobres. 2 guard number 7, JJ Espanola. And the other guard number 77, Renz Palma. Their head coach is Bonnie Garcia. Assistant coaches Juan Miguel Martin, J.M. Lagumen, and Arvel Kamaling. Team managers are Rendel Patricio, Ruel Weber, and Rocky Gomez. Team owners are John Gilbor and Grace Gilbor. And now, mga kaliga, get on your feet because it's time to meet the starting unit of your Caloocan Batang Kakalo. Starting at guard number 4, Irvin Palencia. Also at guard number 7, Jeremy Cabanag. Center number 27, Gabby Espinas. Forward number 12, Josh Flores. And at power forward number 5, Ronnie Matias. The head coach for your Batang Kakalo is Toto Dohilio, assisted by Peter Santamaria. Team manager is Mac Robert Dichandu. Team governor is Jeremy Metin. Team owners
We have our starting fives brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. It's JJ Española with Renz Palma, Alvin Capobres, John Gabriel, and Ryan Reyes for Negros. And then we have Irvin Palencia, Jennifer Cabana, Gabby Espinas, Josh Flores, and Ronnie Matias for Caloocan Batang Kakalo. Thank you for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Mike Perez and Andrea Indicio, who shared to us that there's no more Coach Alex Angeles for Caloocan, but they still have Coach Toto Dohilio at the helm. And this is a team with a lot of hopes for our incoming playoffs in the North Division. Right now, they would want to get back to the winning column. After this, they will still take on the likes of Bulacan, Muntinlupa, San Juan, and Sarangani.
That's right. And itong situation na to, I guess the good thing is that Coach Ronnie's coached this team previously, and so may familiarity na in terms of the personnel, and the system has been there naman, na naipwesto na rin yung system na yan.
Caloocan can actually get as good as a record of 19-9 as Josh Flores makes a three-pointer. And if they do so, they could actually get home court advantage over Manila.
That's right.
So a lot can happen for them moving forward. Cabanag bounces it off to Gabby Espinas. 2 free throws.
And again, top of the coverage, we're talking about Gabby Espinas getting that 20-point game against Quezon. At the start, talaga namang sa poste, ang malaking presence nito ni Gabby Espinas. And so you love for shooters to be outside while he starts operating inside.
But you have to love the recognition of Gabby as well, that he's not in peak shape anymore. Hindi na siya nag-expect na bibigyan siya ng ganong karaming bola. And so he has submitted, rightfully so, to the likes of Jennifer Cabanag, who's the leading scorer of Caloocan. Ang maganda dyan, kapag kailangan mo naman si Gabby at the perfect moment, he is still there to deliver. That
is right. And just the pro that he is, whatever he can offer at the state of how he's prepared, he's gonna give it.
John Gabriel misfires, rebound Espinas. And here's Jennifer Cabanag. Cabanag only had 2 points in their previous game. That was his season low. And he only played 12 minutes.
I think he attempted just a handful of shot attempts in that game.
I'll tell you more about that later on as Josh Flores misses on the break. That was already in for him. And then it went out. And on the counter, it's Renz Palma.
Well, John Gabriel, very much a very capable passer. Reads situations very well. Got the defense on him and give it up to Renz.
Espinas. Yes, sir.
Yan yung sinasabi natin na mahirap with Gabby. Similar to how Will Macalone is on the post. A left-handed player that's got really good footwork. Either way, pwedeng pumuntang kanan, puntang kaliwa,
At ngayon, pumunta sa labas ang bola after Ryan Reyes threw it above the head of Renz Palma. This fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. John Gabriel able to locate the leading scorer of Negros in Renz Palma, who averages 14 points per outing as the all-star of the Muscovados. Cabanag will shoot. No good.
At saka si Renz, okay din yung 3-point shooting yan. 30% 3-pointer, so he's gonna take it whenever he can.
There's a putback by Ryan Reyes, who has been doing such a wonderful job rebounding the ball for Negros. He had his season-high 15 boards in Bataan against the Risers. That was the second time that he reached double figures in rebounding. But the good thing for Reyes is that in the last 3 games, his average is 13 rebounds per game. So, kumbaga, paangat na rin ang kanyang performance.
Yeah. And not just on the rebound, even yung shooting percentage niya, na, the very few times that he's taken shots, those are actually quality shots that he makes. He's 46% roughly in that department.
6-4, Josh Flores, pass inside to nobody.
Yeah, yung mga ganun na high-low, kita mo well-sealed ni Gab, except for the angle of the pass, I guess. But you have that presence inside. At saka very capable passer from the paint, itong si Gabby.
6-4, Reyes back at it. They go to JJ Espanola. The pull-up and the miss. Ronnie Matias will not chase the ball anymore. He knows better than throwing his body onto the sideline.
Minsan kailangan i-conserve mo din yung energy mo, mahaba pa yung laro.
Of course. I'm sure hindi na rin naman naghahabol ng statistics yan si Ronnie Matias. Cabanag against Capobres. 9 on the shot clock. Off of the switch, they go inside. And on the counter, it's Capobres. Pinigilan na lang ni Ronnie Matias.
Those are 2 passes intended for the paint, for Gab. And you see yung difference ng pag-approach nila, lalo na dun sa 20-point outing ni Gab Espinas.
Last year in the playoffs, Gabby Espinas delivered a game winner in the opening round, to which he said to everybody, "I'm the man." For Caloocan, Batangan, Caloo. It's that time of the season once again for Gabby Espinas.
Might be a Gabby time.
Yes. A miss by Gabriel. Gabby's up ahead. Cabanag bringing it down. Jennifer onto his veteran. Espinas with the patience.
Yeah. What more can you ask for from Gab? At least in the last 3 possessions, he's always been an option.
5 points now in this game for Gabby Espinas. On the other end, no bucket for Renz Palma. And we're back with Jennifer Cabanag.
Gotta pull up.
Stop and pop. Signature. Jennifer Cabanag from downtown.
Ngayon, kung yung kombinasyon na yan ni Jeramer at ni Gab is gonna work that way, daming possibilities for Caloocan.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Apparently, the story is he went a bit out of shape when he spent his weekend in Zamboanga. It was like vacation mode for Jeramer Cabanag. Obviously, just enjoying the fruits of his labor, his all-star season for Caloocan, Batangan, Caloo. But he's back in good form and he's contributing once more. Here we have our player matchup for tonight. It's Jennifer Cabanag versus J.R. Chavez.
Well, you see the difference right there. It's points and assists because primarily itong si J.R. Chavez is really more of a point guard that scores off open transition plays once the play gets bogged down. Pero si Jeramer, he's primarily a scorer that helps out rebounding na rin.
And rightfully so, after the Cabanag 3-pointer and the timeout of Coach Bonnie Garcia, J.R. Chavez is now set to check in upon the next dead ball. It is 11-4 under 5.5 minutes in the opening frame. Capobres onto Renz Palma, defended by Josh Flores. 8 on the shot clock. Palma drives, tough shot, that's good.
Doon mo malalaman talaga na sometimes positionally you have an advantage. That was right through traffic. But you know he's capable of finishing. And so you let him do that.
That's the second bucket of Renz Palma in this game. Palencia, almost a steal.
Wow.
Nice escape. They go to the corner. Cabanag! In and out. Rebound Flores. Josh, great patience.
Laking bagay rin ni Josh talaga. Sipag din sa rebounding talaga ni Josh.
Flores does average 5 rebounds per game to complement his 7 points per outing. And Ryan Reyes answers back for Negros. That's 4 points as well for Ryan Reyes. Tig-apat sila ni Renz Palma. Cabanag. On to Gabby Espinas. Almost a steal by Reyes. It's a charge called on Gabby.
Yeah, that's one tough spot for Gabby to receive, lalo na if he puts the ball with the right hand. And a really good timing on the rebound by Josh.
And then he stayed disciplined with his feet on the ground. Same goes for Ryan Reyes, able to pull up from the mid-range, challenging the outstretched arm of Ronnie Matias, who will now take a breather as Real Cervantes checks in. Back with Ryan Reyes. 4 minutes to go in the opening frame. Capobres. Alvin behind the back. It's a steal and a foul obtained by Palencia as he got the ball.
Yeah, ganda ng anticipation ni Irvin doon. He knew that drive middle and really just dug in deeper.
Now, Hawkeye, actually Nigo checks in for Caloocan as you take a look at the steal by Irvin Palencia before he checks out. And there's the immediate foul by Alvin Capobres.
One of the leading steals guy for Caloocan.
13-8, Cabanag. No kickball there. This is Real Cervantes. Backing down. Cervantes with the feed. Espinas underneath.
Hindi pa nangyayari. Alam mo na eh. Nakita mo na eh, no? Cervantes inside, that close. Good vision. Good finisher in Gab. Wow, what a combo.
Espinas is now 1 point away from matching his season average. Palma pulls up. That's good.
Forget that 6-point game.
Oh, he's matched it already.
Oh yeah, forget about it. I mean, he's gonna be back here in this match.
And he also brings some good momentum for himself as he played relatively well in the All-Star game. Cabanag shoots, no good. Jennifer is now 1 out of 5 from 3-point area. Chavez, step back, nice fake. They go to Alvin. Capobres misfires. Great effort by Ryan Reyes. Back with Renz Palma. 7 on the shot clock. Capobres. Switch. He's against Gabby. Capobres going right. No good. Ryan Reyes still at it, but he loses time.
Yeah, and Renz Palma's already telling him to go attack. You know, you got a big man waiting for you underneath. Try to pull up or drive up straight.
This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. Real Cervantes finding Gabby Espinas in the interior. That's just too easy for the veteran.
Tsaka yung look away pass, you know. Sa kabilang corner nakatingin, pero yung pasa, same side of the floor on the low block.
Gabby Espinas, perfect from the field so far. He is playing inspired basketball after all because his daughter, Shelby, will be celebrating her 6th birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Shelby. Ang nag-iisang babaeng anak ni Gabby Espinas out of 4.
Oh, happy birthday, Shelby.
And these 4 children are the main reasons why Gabby Espinas has evolved as a basketball player, being more mature, being calmer nowadays, and even as a better leader here in the MPBL. Big shout out to his children. We'll take a short break. It is 15-10. Back for Caloocan versus Negros. It is 15-10 as we just had to sort out some technical difficulties. Thank you for your patience. This is Mix Comments alongside Coach Mike Perez and Andrea Endicio. We're back with the 2 big men. Hilo Espinas carving his way through. No foul.
Yeah, no foul.
Numbers for Negros. Renz Palma in attack mode. Renz Palma scores again. There's one guy up ahead. Outlet pass. Intercepted by Capobres.
Good safety right there on that possible leak at
Palma could have tied the ball game up. Under 2 minutes in the opening frame. Paul Sanga. Bounce pass onto Gabby. The baseline is given to him. And of course, he had to exploit it.
Oh, yeah. Talagang yun ang gagawin ni Gab. One dribble away from the basket.
It was too open.
Too open, yeah. Sobrang open na wala na siyang gagawin kundi pumunta na lang.
Yeah. Espinas at the line as a 72% free throw shooter. The first one is no good. Gabby Espinas has had a nice stretch lately. In the last 4 games, he's averaging 13 points per outing. And in the last 6 games, his averages in rebounding, or his average in rebounding has been 8. So umangat ang kanyang mga numero from the original numbers of 8 and 4 at the start of this season. Marian Magat now checks in. Magat, a couple of games back, was the best player for Caloocan. He's found a new home after transferring from Abra. Same goes for J.R. Chavez, by the way.
Right.
Capobres, not much space there. 7 to work with. JR shoots and misses. Battle inside. It's Ryan Reyes misfiring.
There you see the two might of Caloocan. Perimeter defense and closing out with rebounds, those defensive stops.
Marian Magat picking up the foul on the other end as he got the offensive rebound.
Yun, yung last 2 sequence na yun, that exactly is what Caloocan is. You know, they play a lot of defense, hard show. Real Cervantes very capable of recovering, and that's just tough to go up against.
I'd like to honor the 2 substitutions of Coach Bonnie Garcia, Mark Atabay and Pio Longa. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Pio Longa. He's 27 years old, and this is the first game back of Mark Atabay after suffering a shoulder injury a couple of months back in Parañaque.
Oh, yeah. So that's why Mark was out for a while.
Yes.
Okay.
And that gave Sam Peralta and Ryan Reyes the opening to step up for Negros. As Renz Palma is unable to score, and we're back with Cervantes.
And those guys did a good job for Negros.
It's a traveling violation on Marian.
Imagine may mga big man itong Caloocan. Very forceful now on the post. You know, put them on the elbow. They are definitely a threat out there, and they got really good footwork.
You have 40 seconds to go before the end of one. J.R. Chavez will bring it down. It's a 1-possession game. Mark Atabay going to Pio Longa. The birthday boy thought about shooting it. 10 on the shot clock. John Ray Villanueva is now in. He pulls up and misses. Rebound Cervantes. Forward pass, Magat. 1-on-1, no good.
Ibang klase yung big-to-big fast break yun.
Chavez passed the ball to nobody. So we return Caloocan's way with 9 seconds to go. Ache Inigo knows about it. They go to Paul Sanga, the all-star. Sanga, mid-range, no good. And that's going to do it for our first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and yung challenge of defending against the post, especially with Gabby Espinas getting involved. And earlier on, we saw Real Cervantes being able to create from in there. Jeremiah made this 3, but Renz Palma really was the primary guy who's kept this game close for Negros.
He scored 8 out of the 12 points of the Muscovados. The other 4 came from Ryan Reyes. That's it. Only 2 scorers for them. While we saw 3 scorers for Caloocan. 7 for Espinas, 5 for Flores, and 3 for Cabanag. His first quarter score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. And there you see the season best scoring performance of Gabby Espinas. 20 points, only 1 miss from the field versus QC.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And even the free throws are pretty good. So if you foul him, he's gonna make his free throws.
Rebounds as well at 9. Mataas-taas na yan.
Yeah.
Para kay Gabby, who averages only 4 this season. Again, we're hoping to see that he would peak in the playoffs, as right now Caloocan is at number 7 in the mix with Manila, Pasay, Abra as well. Just what, 2 games separating those teams. That would be a nice race for home court advantage in the north as Chavez misfires. And we're back with Achi Inigo.
Ganda rin ang combination ng guards and bigs nitong Caloocan talaga.
Although they're going to be missing the services of one Joel Liu moving forward as Paul Sanga makes a 3-pointer. That's good.
Yeah.
Because as much as we honor Paul Sanga with his 3-point shooting, Joel Liu is actually number 1 in Caloocan in 3-point shooting percentage. So they're going to be filling in some holes with his departure. Unfortunately, that's a miss and there's a foul called on Batangkan Kalu.
Kala ko makakaisa pa si Paul.
That could have been big for the crowd.
Right?
This was the first 3-pointer by the All-Star, who, by the way, he only averages 6 points per game this season. But ever since being selected as an All-Star, umangat ang kanyang average to 10 points per game.
May mga kumpiyansa talaga nakukuha sa mga ganong selection no?
He will not openly admit it, but he will at least get the praises from us. Itong si Paul Sanga, as now there's a backing violation called on Negros. John Gabriel will return for Mark Atabay. Oh, some pushing already between John and Marian Magat.
Wala pa no?
Nagano lang, nagparamdam lang ulit sa kanyang pagbabalik.
Nakangiti naman si Mario.
Yes. 9 on the shot clock. Real Cervantes against Sam Peralta.
Yeah.
Cervantes able to escape.
Yeah.
And he has a nice smile on his face.
It's one of the best sequence actually that you can do on a big-to-big, little cross screen, and just allowing the defense to delay the defense and come in late.
Villanueva lost the ball. Great effort by Jaggy Laude.
Oh, the professor.
Right. Oh,
You're the one who told me that before.
Tagal na kasi nun.
Last year lang yun.
Kasi this year hindi masyado nakakalaro si Jaggy.
Yeah.
Not like this guy. In Real Cervantes.
There are some things you can't unsee.
Right.
Picture that you showed me before.
Again, the explanation to that is when you see Jaggy Laude off the court, he has professor type glasses. As now there's a foul called on yet another Caloocan attack.
Yeah, and it's no wonder na itong Caloocan is very strong when it comes to rebounds because you see these guys right here. Magat, Cervantes, you don't even have a Gabi Espinas. And you can make a guess that Paul Sanga too could be in there.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest small forwards that we have. Alongside the likes of Jonathan Gray.
Yes.
Yun matangkad talaga yun.
Oh, iba yun. Oh,
Sino
wow.
pa bang mahabang small forward? Last year si John Nermal Yung topic natin dyan.
Oh, yeah. John Nermal.
There's a foul called. It's on Marian Magat. And there's Coach Toto Dohilio. Ever so calm as a head coach here in the MPBL. Ayan, hindi mo ubusan ng kabaitan niya. Si Coach Toto day in and day out. An easy interview as well.
Tsaka binabasa talaga yung possession kaya walang imik yan Both ends.
Chavez trying to read the defense. There's a push.
And again, itong Negros is leading. It's number 6 when it comes to fast breaks. A lot of it has to do with the J.R. Chavez.
So Chavez in the last 3 games has averaged 13 points for the Negros Muscovados. He's that guy who has almost doubled his scoring average having transferred from Abra to Negros. In Abra, or with Abra, his averages were only at 5 points and around 3 assists. While here at Negros, nasa 9 points na siya.
Yeah. Tsaka immediate impact siya when he transferred here. You know, much as you say he's coming off the bench to start off, pero you know, ramdam kagad yung contribution niya. Oh wow.
Inside, it's 2 more points for Real Cervantes. On the other end, Chavez could not score. Recovery for Ryan Reyes. What a game for him so far.
Ganda ng nilalaro ni Ryan Reyes right now. He's taking advantage of him being a mobile big that can actually run through spots ahead of the other bigs of Caloocan.
Reyes already has 6 points and 8 rebounds. Alley-oop to Marion Magat.
Yeah, that's one thing you can't discount the man with Marion Magat. He's really an athletic big man that's got a lot of length on his side.
Man down. Jaggy Laude absorbing the contact from John Formento, who was arguing that Laude tripped. This play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. The Professor able to locate his high-flying big man.
Yeah.
Ayun no.
Ayun no.
There you go.
There's glasses. Pero scope yun eh.
Telescope. Microscope pala, telescope na pa. Astronomy tayo bigla. This is Joko Tayungtong in the game for the first time. Jackie Laude. On to Paul Sanga.
Nice
Usual
play.
setup.
Yeah, nice play.
Short.
They've been doing that earlier. Nawala lang yung pag-dive ng big man.
Formento. Unable to score. So as of this moment, still, only 2 players have scored for Negros. Palma and Reyes.
Yeah. And in the long run, you know, other players gotta be involved because you just can't ride the hands of these guys.
Gabriel. Back to Palma. Renz. Nice pass. And John will finish.
Ganda ng pagkaka-time nung pasa na yun. As well as yung cut. Yung basket cut ni John Gabriel.
So John is the 3rd player to score for Coach Bonnie Garcia. That trust paying off since their collegiate days in San Lorenzo. Pass inside. Intercepted by Palma. Negros with numbers. Forward to John. It was too fast for him, but it's Ryan Reyes with a cleanup. He has 8 points and 9 rebounds.
And those points don't come easy. He's actually working for those shots. And he's just been so efficient in this match.
Let's see the replay first of Renz Palma, able to locate John Gabriel on the pick and roll action. And then, in the next sequence, it's J.R. Chavez finding Gabriel, who did not get the best of footing there, but it was well enough for Ryan Reyes to give us a putback. It's now 24-18. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenus, oras na para magmotor. We are back inside the Caloocan Sports Complex. This is Mix Gomez alongside Coach Mike Perez and Andrea Indicio as JJ Manlangit makes his first appearance alongside Romel Calahat. They join Joko Tayungtong, Paul Sanga, and Marion Magat.
More scoring guys para dito sa Caloocan. Oh, wow.
It's Joko Tayungtong now able to convert.
And just glided through that left-handed finish.
Joko now just got the board. Here he is pushing the pace. Paul Sanga all day. Bombs away. Negros trying to slow the momentum of Caloocan. That will do. A foul given up by JJ Manlangit.
Yeah, tama ka dun. They're trying to slow down that momentum because those couple of swings have been real good for Caloocan.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Paul Sanga with a 3. And he usually celebrates like Achi Inigo with that signature bow and arrow. You can't see it there. You just have to trust my word on that. There's John Gabriel missed on his first free throw. Three-point shooting natin. 0 out of 9 for Negros.
Right.
And 4 already for Caloocan.
Right. And the fast breaks are really the key stat para dito sa Negros. Right now, they only have 4 fast break points. And just credit to the transition defense as well of Caloocan.
On the other end, Batangan Kalu has
12. And, yung switch of roles, that's pretty big.
We have a timeout for Coach Toto. Ronnie Dohilio. 4 minutes and 41, 29 to 18. Now let's talk about the all-star of Caloocan, Batangan Kalu versus Quezon City. He actually struggled also at the start. Buti na lang naihabol niya kanyang 11 points all in the fourth quarter.
Right. And you'd like to think he's a better three-point shooter than his percentage would show. And only 28% average for the season.
At least in this game, he's at 66%. 6 points already for Paul Sanga, scoring in this quarter, plus 8 for Caloocan. Gabby Espinas going reverse, no good. Ryan Reyes now in double figures in rebounding. It's John Gabriel who finishes on the other end.
That's how they exploit naman that matchup against Gabby Espinas, trying to make him defend the length of the floor. Good rim run by John Gabriel.
It's a steal. Good defense by Chavez. Almost a counter steal by Tayong Tong.
And nape-prevent yung fast break nila dahil rin sa depensa ng Caloocan, just like that. Felipe had JR had the ball, but he got stripped.
Now let's go to Andrea Endicio.
Down to their last game in the regular season before their first ever playoffs appearance, sabi nga ni Coach Bonnie Garcia, the goal is to finish strong so they could bring it against the number 1 seed of the South Division. Kwento nga niya, for the past days, they've been having tight practices knowing the good defense of this Caloocan team. The way Coach Ronnie sees it, kailangan nilang mas maging patient sa opensa, lalo na against Batangang Kalu. Although they have nothing to lose, of course, they want to finish this one on a high note. Back to you guys.
Well, in this game, it hasn't been the smoothest of offenses so far. For Negros, they only have 5 dimes to their 9 turnovers.
That's right. And so, ano ba sila? Are they looking past this game? No, they want to take advantage also. Katulad nga sinabi, they don't have anything to lose in this game. But to be able to end the season, the regular season on a perfect note, on a good note.
Hey, you don't want to be facing the number 1 seed in the South without good momentum.
Right. Tama naman yun.
And again, I mentioned their last 2 losses have been big. They lost by 22 to Bataan. Before that, by 27 to Parañaque. You don't want another blowout.
Right.
And Caloocan is coming off of a blowout in their last home defense. That was against Rizal when they won by 24, as Ryan Reyes now has his first MPBL double-double.
And the last time that they won on versus a higher seeded team was, my recall is right, I think it's Pasay, the highest one.
You're talking about
Negros.
It's against Rizal. But their first win versus a winning team was against Pasay. Dalawa lang.
Yeah, dalawa lang yun.
Pasay and Rizal. That was the game where John Gabriel was the best player.
Right.
Gabriel had a double-double while Jan Formento scored his career high back then in Parañaque. This is Joko Tayong Tong, unable to score. Rebound Chavez. Forward to Renz Palma. All the way. Lefty layup. And they trim the lead down to 3.
And exactly what Renz Palma is doing right now is how he's been used before in the Rice Vanguards, a running forward that can sprint the floor, leaving the defense behind.
You did mention in the first quarter you haven't seen much of running from Negros. They're trying to do that now. Manlangit to the corner. Tayong Tong wide open. No good. Rebound for Mento. They run again. Chavez 2-on-2. JR blocked by Manlangit. JJ will counter. Bounce pass to Gabi. Espinas is fouled. 2+1.
That happened because John had to look at the initial attack, leaving Gab for that drop-off pass and that good finish.
Gabi Espinas obviously bumped. He called for a referee. He's now in double figures with 11. Coach Bonnie Garcia, as mentioned by Andrea Endicio, will be bringing Negros to its first playoff appearance. That's already a big feat for them.
Right.
Congratulations. Caloocan, on the other end, made the playoffs last year, but they lost to Pampanga in the second round.
At least ngayon, medyo dikit na yung gap for the fast break. Just -4 for Negros.
2 minutes before halftime.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
steal. Joko Tayong Tong, breakaway layup.
And Caloocan really just staying true to what their identity is. A defensive team that loves to get in the passing lanes and control the rebounds. The points of turnover there.
And they continue to have answers against the mini runs of these Negros Muscovados. As Joko Tayong Tong just scored his third and fourth points in this matchup. The lead is back up to 8 for Caloocan Batang Cancalu, the biggest at 11. Gabi Espinas, the father of 4, already has 12 points on 5 out of 7 shooting in this game. That's in 11 minutes of play. He's actually on pace to surpass his 20 that he scored versus QC.
Yeah, and there was a good stretch where he actually sat down, but you know, it's not like he's losing his step. Patuloy pa rin, no?
Good for Gabi. Especially with Jeremy Gabanag still not finding his groove. Only with 1 field goal so far out of 5 tries. Maganda kung yung dalawang yan. Magandang gising sa
Magsabay,
playoffs.
yeah, magsabay. Inside out. Correct. Imagine yung pressure sa depensa, no? Who do you cover?
Yeah.
And you have Real Cervantes also and Paul Sanga to worry about.
36-28, man down for Caloocan. Here's Renz Palma onto Ryan Reyes. I did mention he already has his first MPBL double-double tonight, but he will continue to add more. 12 points, 11 rebounds for Ryan Reyes.
And if there's one guy on Negros that's making the most of this opportunity, especially as you go up against the bigger guys, understanding na pagdating mo sa next, you know, malalaking players din yung makakalaban niya. And so, a good parang tryout here for Ryan against the bigs.
As you can see, Ryan Reyes is the perfect role player. Yung tipong workhorse lang.
Yes.
Ala Jay Margimpayan, Felix Aprecu, alam mong hindi kailangan ng bola. Yan yung mga tipong madaling kunin sa mga contender.
Oo. Tsaka yung hindi yung pumapalakpak humingi ng bola, yung inaabangan kung saan siya contribute.
And babox out siya.
Babox
Didepensa siya.
out. Mentis ka, habulin ka, offensive rebound, puput ba ko yan, fast break, tatakbo ko, re-rimrun ako. You like effort players like that.
Right. Another perfect example is Adi Santos.
Exactly. Ganun din yun, no? Tutok depensa, pero pag sinabi ang puntos, bibigyan.
So, as much as we bring up the word tryout, this could be his ultimate tryout in the MPBL for all of the teams.
Right. Baka may makakita, di ba?
Oh. Palma is at the stripe. First one is good. Renz is up to 11 points. That's his first free throw tonight.
And for sure, when they go into the playoffs, Renz is going to be one of those marked men para dito sa Negros, alongside J.R. Chavez. And most probably, at the rate Ryan's been playing, he's going to be one of them too.
38-31 field goals in this quarter. A +3 for Caloocan. This is Joko Tayongtong attacking and
Nice
feeding.
pass.
And the cut as well by Romel Calahat.
You just love basket cuts from your bigs once a guard drives middle.
Palma leans in. Short. Rebound Gabby. No outlet. Here's Joko. Tayongtong creating havoc. Calahat leaning in. 2 more points.
That's what you love about Calahat. He can actually fake off a shot, capable to take them. JR tries to crack one there, but couldn't get it.
Biggest lead matched by Caloocan. 42-31. 5-second differential. Jennifer Cabanag. They're asking for Gabby. That's a kick ball by the birthday boy in Pio Longa. Pabalik dito si Alvin Capobres.
Yan, katulad niya, binabantayan ni Ryan si Gabi Espinas na very aggressive ngayon. Malaking experience that he could bring to the playoffs.
Tayongtong. 7 on the shot clock. Espinas. On to Joko Tayongtong. Beautiful play. 4 seconds to go. J.R. Chavez has to pull up. Oh, he gets it to go, but will it count? It's tight for J.R. Chavez.
And they're gonna review this.
That was really close. Let's see for ourselves. Good defense by Caloocan to try to disrupt him. Aabot ba?
Ooh, close.
Really, really close. It is gonna count.
Yeah.
And that would be useful for Negros. It is a 10-point advantage for Caloocan at halftime. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. It's the ending GameX.
Back here at the Caloocan Sports Complex for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Andrea Indisha, and right now we will be having our halftime interview together with Sir Rendel Patricio, the team manager of the Negros Muscovados. Thank you so much, Sir Rendel, for joining me here at the half. Sir, this is your last game para sa regular season before you enter the playoffs for the South Division. So gusto ko lang pong kamustahin kung paano po ba yung mga preparations nyo, ano po yung mga paghahanda na ginagawa ninyo against the number 1 seed sa South Division.
Well, number 1, yung offense talaga namin. We really have to polish it. We have to minimize our turnovers. And also when it comes to our defense, we really have to tighten it. Kaya todo talaga kami pagdating sa depensa namin ngayon sa practices namin.
And also, sir, I'd like to add, is there a certain pressure when you're facing the number 1 seed?
Always. There's always a pressure. Hindi naman talaga tayo gagaling kung walang pressure. So we really have to work on it. Maging sanay lang kami talaga dun sa pressure namin, which I can see naman sa team right now. We can actually see na sanay na silang makipagbakbakan talaga. So yeah.
Well, that is really nice to hear. Meron po ba kayong gustong batiin o pasalamatan?
Yes. Number 1, of course, I would like to say hi and thank you kay Sir John Alfred Gilbor and Grace Gilbor, our team owners. Kay Sa province of Negros Occidental, Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Attorney Refrando Diaz, Mayor Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axter Marketing and Panisalis Family, Silver Graces Construction and Construction Supply Management and Staff, Chicken at Baboy Diodin Manilio, Ruel Weber, Arvel Gabaling, RT Hoops Apparel, and kay Pio Longa, birthday niya ngayon.
Alright, thank you so much, Sir Rendell, and happy birthday, Pio Longa. And that's it for our halftime interview. Don't go away, magbabalik pa rin po ang MPBL.
It is a 10-point advantage at halftime for Caloocan Batangcan Caloo. The biggest was actually at 13 before that three-pointer by J.R. Chavez to end the second quarter. Coach Mike, how would you explain this dominance, should we say, of Caloocan in this game? Is it dominance for you so far or kulang pa?
Well, I think kulang pa, no? Because they could have been, been better in some parts of the game, but it is a really good start. Lalo na if you see the field goals percentage, 56%, because a lot of that is really coming from the paint. Close proximity of shots from these guys, Real and Gabi Espinas. And parang malaking bagay yung rebounds talaga. You see that +6 on offensive rebounds para dito sa Negros. Pero yung mababang rebounds na yan para sa Caloocan is because they're very efficient on the floor. But in second chance points really brought them in. There are 10 versus 2 in favor of Negros.
Ryan Reyes has a lot to do with that. 7 offensive rebounds for himself, 11 in total, 12 points for him for his first MPBL double-double. Let's see how much more he can add to his tally as we take a look at our leading scorers. 23 combined for Reyes and Palma, and then 6 for John Gabriel and J.R. Chavez. On the other end, it's 20 for Espinas and Tayongtong and 11 for Sanga and Flores. Gabi Espinas continues with his great scoring ways since their matchup versus QC. As now it's J.R. Chavez scoring once more for Negros.
Yeah, a little bit of hop to the step of Negros to start this third quarter. They're down, 8 points?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 points.
Your subtraction is correct.
Yeah. No, I was looking at 9:30. That was the time pala.
Yeah. Missed though at the line for J.R. Chavez. Back with Irvin Palencia. Ooh, miscue. And Negros is running. This is what they want. Palma all the way.
And fast breaks, they got outdone in the first half by Caloocan. Now they're trying to claim that stat line.
The lead is down to 6. Another opportunity. Capobres, 2-on-2 action. Alvin goes all the way. He's fouled. What a nice start for the Muscovados.
Yes, very forceful as we hope they would have done in the first half. But, so far, ang laki ng binigay sa kanila ni Ryan Reyes dun sa first half na yun.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Alvin Capobres converts. That's his first point in this game. First free throw for him. He's 0 out of 3 so far from the field. A chance to trim the lead down to 4. No good. Offensive rebound by Peralta. Napaganda pa para sa Negros.
Offensive rebounding. Put back. Medyo may dina ng konti ang depensa. Stretching that defense.
It's a 7-0 run for Negros to start the quarter. And that will be ended by Paul Sanga.
Yeah, and rightfully so. But you got to go back again defensively.
Paul Sanga continues with his hot shooting ways. That's his third three-pointer. Renz Palma could not answer back. Rebound Bonsubre. And here's Irvin Palencia. Screen by Junjun. Palencia escapes. Palencia! Basket and one.
Wow, and you love that battle between the two guards, no? Ngayon, medyo may anghang na ng konti yung kilos nitong dalawang to, eh.
So it's sugar, spice, and everything nice for Irvin Palencia on that crossover, totally losing JR Chavez.
Yeah. And mabilis na yan si JR, pero ganda ng laban itong dalawang to.
He tried to get back at Palencia at hindi pa napaganda yun para kay JR Chavez. Palencia will shoot from the stripe. That was short. He got his own board against 3 white shirts.
Oh, no.
Paul Sanga, no good. And here's Renz Palma, bounce pass to Chavez. The lead is 8, back to Renz, down the middle. Palma will miss. Offensive rebound. Ooh, it was a miscue between Palma and Reyes.
And again, Ryan Reyes being in there, chasing that ball. Sarap ng may ganyang player, no?
Yes. It's his game.
Tsaka kakampi.
Oh naman.
Diba?
I had a short convo with him and Sam Peralta individually. Apparently, they're good friends.
Oh, okay.
And they're very happy sharing the same role for Negros. Yan, rim running, getting rebounds, playing defense. Gusto nga raw nila yung magkasama sila on the court kasi doble energy.
Oo.
Palencia, almost blocked. Here's Chavez on the move. JR. Up he goes. That bounces in.
But one thing's for sure, this game within the game between JR and Irvin, it's on.
Sanga. Arrows up. Bullseye.
Well, there's another thing that's been turned on too. Paul Sanga's threes are knocking it down.
That's his 4th in this game. And Paul Sanga continues with his all-star ways.
Ang nangyayari yan kasi nagiging scramble na yung defense because they're moving that ball a lot.
Palma, ooh, a miscue now with JR Chavez.
JR Chavez wanted to go backdoor pero ang basa ni Renz, libre ka na sa corner. Nakatalikod si Irvin. You could have taken the...
This was the 3. Oh no, it's a
just
2-pointer.
Just the 2.
This is the first 2-pointer of Paul Sanga in this game. And it's a different type of celebration. Not the usual bow and arrow. 51-43, almost a steal. Sideline inbound for Paul Sanga. Here's Irvin Palencia with over 3 minutes gone by in the 3rd. Palencia. On to Josh Flores. Cervantes pounding his way through. He's fouled.
And that's a mismatch that they wanted to go to since that initial side ball screen. Real was to slip it. If they didn't have that drive, he was going to post up. But they attacked the other way. Eventually, that ball ended up in his hands. Tsaka itong si Real, isa to sa mga big man na pwedeng mag-slip ng screen Kasi maganda yung jumper rin niya from the perimeter, di ba?
Mapa perimeter, mapa 3-pointer.
Ilalim.
Na kay Real Cervantes yan. In the 2nd season of the MPBL, it was him batting it out with Michael Wico as the top 2 scorers of our league. As you get to see Prince Casin, Aaron Heruta, and Peter Manalang at the sideline. Peralta leaning in, no good. Rebound Sanga. Here's Irvin Palencia. No one met him. Palencia, kick out. It's Real Cervantes who will fire. That's good.
See?
55-43.
Ibang klase talaga yung yung combination na yun sa kabilang side. Paul Sanga and Real. That's deadly from out there.
That's 7 points now for Real Cervantes. The lead is 12. And now there's a foul. A nice response though by Caloocan after it was a 7-0 run to start the quarter by Negros. Nice fake pass by Real Cervantes. Only 1 dribble needed before he prays to the Lord, thanking him for that 3-pointer.
Eto na.
Gabby Espinas, cross court. Paul Sanga, double flick. Arrows up for Paul Sanga.
Yun na nga yung sinasabi natin na pag pinaposte mo si Gab Espinas, ang tingin niyan sa kabila. Whether drive middle, drop step, or shooter sa kabila. With that instance happens to be Paul Sanga.
We have 7 3-point conversions already for Caloocan. They're actually second to the last in the league in 3-point attempts.
Yes.
How many do they attempt in a game?
Hold on, let me see that.
Gayolingo could not answer back. Rebound Espinas. And that's stolen away by Ryan Reyes.
25 attempts per game.
Okay, so they're right at it at 17 as of this moment. The 3-point attempts of Caloocan. Cervantes backing down.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's the same play.
Same play.
Tamang abang lang si Gabby Espina sa loob as this was his feed. Cross court to Paul Sanga. A beautiful spin on that basketball.
The defense gets drawn towards the paint. Dahil nandun si Gab, everybody needs to be a help away.
First free throw for Gabby. That's good.
Naalala,
That's 15 and 6.
naalala ko tong si Gab kanina. Yan, that exact same play. Na you said na nakaabang na lang sa ilalim, di ba?
Oh, he also trusts the passing ability, obviously, of Rio Cervantes. And I'm sure it can happen vice versa. As now, we have Kalahat and Inigo returning in the game.
This is a pretty strong 5-2 for Caloocan here. Wala pa si Jeramer dyan.
Yeah, Jennifer hasn't been used as much. 11 points or 11 minutes, 3 points. 1 out of 5 from the field. Gayolingo will score. The guy with the most unique jersey number in the MPBL.
Yeah, that's... I remember when you asked him that in that game.
There's a charge, and Gabby just found out about it. He cannot believe it.
But credit the activity of Ryan Reyes, no? Talagang hindi mo na siya hahayaan. You have to be mindful of where he is on the floor.
To your point, I asked him, kamusta ang labanan mo with Gabby Espinas? Sabi niya, marami siyang natututunan. Sabi ko, hindi pwedeng ganyan lang. Bigyan mo ko example. Sabi niya, rim running. It's not just about getting rebounds. It's about what you do afterwards.
Right.
You go and run to the other end.
That actually is, I feel, a lost art in some of the big men right now. Kasi feeling nila, bababa yung mga guardia to hoist up threes, to dribble penetrate. Understanding that run in the middle brings a lot of pressure defensively.
And again, that's your advantage against the veteran big men.
Correct.
That the MPBL has to offer. Recovery here for Negros. Gayolingo will fire. No good. Oh, 2 men went down. But we're back with CJ Ganya. It's Ryan Reyes who pulls up. No bounce. How about that battle for the rebound? It ends up with Caloocan. Achi Inigo. His 3 is good.
Wow.
Good tap.
I say wow because he hit the 3 and he came back defensively. That's just, really good effort by Achi.
This is the main reason why he has earned himself the nickname of Hawkeye for Caloocan. When he makes threes, he gives us that bow and arrow celebration, much like his Marvel hero. Kanina nga, kausap niya si Mark Cruz eh. Sabi ko, may Marvel reunion. Ant-Man tsaka Hawkeye. As now there's a foul called on that attempt by Romel Kalahat.
May mga players kasi nakikita mo on the rhythm of their catch, you high probability know that it's gonna make. And that time around when Achi caught that, alam mo di ba?
Yeah. As happy as we are with the 3-point shooting of Achi Inigo, that's not the most impressive stat for him, as Romel Kalahat will shoot free throws. Inigo is actually number 5 in assist to turnover ratio.
Wow.
Which is very important for a point guard.
Right.
He has 75 assists to his 14 turnovers this season. That would just allow you to trust him to be your floor general.
After all, a point guard's role is really to go and dish and not commit so many turnovers.
Yeah.
So that spread has to be really big for you to be an efficient point guard.
64-49. Pressure applied. CJ Ganya. Back up, Gayolingo onto Capobres.
Oh!
Alvin swung it over to his assistant coach. Wide open nga naman.
Kahit ako napatingin. Also wide open.
Kaso hindi lisensyado para tumira. Ayun no, kitang-kita. Naka-Negros uniform. Much to the dismay of Coach Bonnie Garcia, of course.
Yeah.
That was turnover number 12 for them. Gayolingo. On to CJ Ganya for 3. No good. And we're back with Achi Inigo. Here's the feed to Kalahat. Romel up top. Cervantes. Favorite spot.
Claimed na yata yung spot na ni Rile, no? Yung area na yun. I mean, if you view his shot chart, a lot of makes in there.
Inigo, alley-oop. Sorry, miss for Real Cervantes. Paul Sanga, short. Cervantes, no good. He thought he was fouled. He has to go down. It's a steal. That could have been a breakaway for Real.
Right. And Real.
Nahampas yung lupa.
Sayang, kumbaga.
Although, how about the recovery of Caloocan?
That's right. You know, multiple shot attempts, even on those misses, just keeps on chasing and then defensively coming back and getting that steal.
That's why they have an 18-point advantage, the biggest lead in this game. Negros hasn't led all game long. Cervantes against Brix Ramos.
Oh, wow.
Cervantes, advantage. And he wants a sub. Bota na si Real Cervantes, who tried to foul J.R. Chavez. As now it's Inigo with a steal. Cervantes asking for it. Paul Sanga will fire. Bombs away.
Well, there were forecasts of rains these next few days. Didn't know it was today. Got a lot of threes from these guys.
That was three-pointer number 10 for Caloocan Batang Kankalu in 21 attempts. That's close to 50% shooting from downtown. And Paul Sanga is having himself a day. 17 points, 6, or make it 5 3-pointers for the All-Star of Caloocan. 72-49. We are back with Paul Sanga and Caloocan shooting it lights out here on their home floor. Sanga already has 11 points in this quarter. He could have had 12 if he hadn't stepped on the line.
Yeah, that other one from the top.
So it's 5 threes already for the All-Star. There's the usual celebration. And they're, once again, applying the press. J.R. Chavez. It is a turnover. 8 seconds as well against Negros. The Muscovados in danger of losing yet another game by 20 or more points.
Right. And it's tough that those are 3 consecutive games to end the regular season.
Paul Sanga on to Romel Calahat. He pulls up. Short. Espinas then lost the ball to Ryan Reyes. They go to Brix Ramos, a capable ball handler. Ramos bounce pass to Capobres. Nice feed. And it's a 3 for Alvin.
Good set on that shot too. Pero sa kabila, makukuha niya si Gab.
Paul Sanga, heat check. Yes, sir. 6 threes for Paul Sanga. And this should be his season high. 20 points already. Back with Caloocan. Achi's gonna look for Paul. He already had his eyes on him as soon as he got the ball, but he was fouled.
Naghahanap na rin ng spot si Paul actually kung saan siya lulukit. After niya makita si Achi may bit-bit ng bola.
Inigo is at the line. First free throw is good. Two conversions for Achi Inigo. That would make his wife Pinkett very proud and son Aki. Yung anak niya minsan pinagpupulot niya ng bola eh.
Talaga?
Bago yung games nila. Ginawa niya
Yun ang banding. Magandang, I should try that with Riley. Kasi baliktad eh. Ako dumadampot.
Kaya nga eh.
Oh, good deflection.
Capobres drives. Alvin is blocked, but he was fouled. And Magat wants a challenge. Yeah, you can let it go.
Yeah. Nginitian na lang ni Coach Ronnie. We're okay.
Yeah, we're up by 25. First free throw is no good for Alvin Capobres. If you're wondering why Coach Ronnie is standing up, he's the acting head coach now of Caloocan Batang Kankalu upon the departure of Coach Alex Angeles, as reported by Andrea. Some assistant coaches are also not present anymore, although it was a mutual agreement, as told to us by some people of Caloocan. The ball went out of bounds in favor of Negros with 13 seconds to go before the end of the third. This is the final game of the Muscovados in the regular season stint, while Caloocan still has 4 more to go.
Yeah.
That's because they started late. So they will take on Bulacan, Muntinlupa, San Juan here at home, and Sarangani for the last 4 games.
Yeah, because majority of the teams actually have 2 to 3 more games remaining.
Brix Ramos, nice feed onto Sam Peralta, but a sorry miss. 1 second. Achi Inigo. No good. That was a good line for him.
Yeah, that was a good line.
Just short for Hawkeye himself. And so it is a 24-point advantage for Caloocan. After it was a 7-0 run at the start of the third quarter. So they ended the third frame outscoring Negros 33 to 12.
That's
These highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration.
Yeah, and you know, hindi mo matatawaran yung mga open looks at sa 3 points nila nila Paul Sanga, and even the post ups. A little bit of inside out action, and you know, it's just tough to be closing out on a shooter like that.
Paul Sanga leads the way with 20 points, followed by Gabby Espinas' 16 and Cervantes' 13. This third quarter score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. This is our statistical comparison for Renz Palma. We did say that he struggled with only 6 points versus Bataan. That's because he normally scores 14,
Right?
with 5 boards and 4 dimes per outing. That's why he's an all-star for the Muscovados. In this game, he has come alive. 14, 3, and 4, but obviously that's not enough.
Yeah. And I guess the not enough part is the help on the other guys. Itong Negros really looks at fast breaks, and a lot of that you get out of J.R. Chavez, your guards running the floor. For the most part, it's not there.
Fourth quarter has begun between Caloocan and Negros. Ang ating quarter scoring. Coach Mike.
Yeah, ang laking bagay ng 33 points. And the last two quarters have been tough and really dominated by Caloocan. That was when their paint game got established. Their threes were falling, and they're really feeling good after that second quarter run.
Caloocan is up by 24. That is actually the biggest winning margin that they've ever scored this season against any squad, which they achieved versus Rizal in their previous home stint. Before that, their average winning margin at home was just 4 points. Wow, a lot of sorry misses here.
Right.
Chavez, another sorry miss when he's fouled.
Which is contrary to how they started the third quarter. They started the quarter real strong. But now, very capable scorers that are missing point blank. Even Ryan Reyes, who normally would have made that in the first half.
Chavez will have to earn his points at the line. He has 7 so far. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. JR just made his first free throw tonight. He's 1 out of 2 so far. Free throw story, 7 misses for Negros. We're seeing some VIPs of Caloocan present at the sideline. Good to have them. Always passionate here in this venue.
Yeah.
Kadalasan nga may ano pa sila eh.
Oo,
Ang tawag doon, yung horns?
Yung horns, right. This place is loud with those horns normally.
Oh, there's a foul at the backcourt.
Yeah.
Magat and Villanueva ngayon, minasahe ni Marion si John Ray.
Then nagulat lang si John Ray doon kasi hindi niya nakita si Marion sa likod. Akala niya kung sino.
That's good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Inigo will give it up to Tayong Tong. That's a tough place to be at.
Right.
And it's a walk.
Right.
It's essentially a triple team against Joko Tayong Tong.
Man, he got trapped real good in the right place.
Although he also thought that he got hit in the face.
Yeah, could be too.
But again, you can let go. You're up by 22. Ryan Reyes, handoff. John Ray Villanueva. That's a 3.
Finally, after what, 3 attempts, he knocks it down.
First 3 points for John Ray. A miss by Marion. We're back with Ryan Reyes. He has 14 rebounds and 14 points in this game. Jeff Lorenzo on the kick. Villanueva. He leans in. That's good.
4 quick ones.
And we have a timeout before Caloocan can proceed. Coach Toto just wants to be sure. They would not want any miracle to happen here inside the Caloocan Sports Complex. 8 minutes and 20 remaining. Here's our update for our player matchup. Jeremy Gabanag hasn't been used a lot.
Yeah.
He's only played 11 minutes. 3 points, 1 out of 5 shooting. He has 5 dimes though. On the other end, it's Chavez with 9, 25% shooting, 6 boards, and 3 dimes to his name. We have a report from Andrea Endicio.
For our player matchup, simulan natin kay JR Chavez. Alam naman natin that JR came from a team known for their running game, which is Marikina. Kaya naman, pagdating niya dito sa Negros, hindi na raw bago sa kanya ang takbuhan. Plus, his growth as a player didn't stop because of the help of the veterans Renz Palma and John Gabriel. Speaking of growth on the other side, when I asked Jeremy Cabana kung sinong player ang pinaka nakapag-contribute sa growth niya as a player, one name came into mind, and that was his teammate in San Beda, Robert Bolick. As per Jeremy, bilang si Robert daw yung kapustuhan niya noon, siya yung tinitingnan at kinukunan niya ng ideas sa laro. Which makes me wonder, do they have any similarities in their playing style? Nixon, Coach Mike?
Well, I think on the shooting side, that's pretty much the same. But yung tapang kasi ni Bolick on a different level. Ibang level yun eh. You know, he doesn't submit to, you know, mga different situations eh.
Overall, he is just a personality.
That's right.
Yung ugali niya, on and off the court, you can really feel just how big of an alpha he is.
Yes.
Which is a good thing for Robert Bolick. Now, if you translate it to Jeremy Cabana, he did start off his MPBL career as a role player. In Bacolod, syempre, si Mark Yee, ang bida nila nun.
Right.
Last year, mas kondisyon pa ang kanilang mga big men. But this year, at least, nakikita na natin yung pagiging alpha ni Jeremy Cabana.
Right.
As Jeff Lorenzo makes a three-pointer. Especially in the big games at home. Remember those games versus Val City?
That's right.
And it was another home game kung saan best player din si
Yeah, we were the ones
Jeremy
who covered that.
Cabana.
I forgot what game that was. He was really good. And, you know, parang gradual kasi yun sa side ni Jeremy. No?
Yeah.
He's starting to pick it up from that perspective.
Let's see if he can continue to channel his inner Robert Bolick as he moves forward. Although his shooting in the past 2 games, it hasn't been too impressive. So sana hindi maging issue yan kay Jeremy. Hindi naman maganda na maganda yung simula niya this season tapos ngayon siya mangangalawang by the end.
Ako, ang na-observe ko is I'm really more concerned about the lesser attempts. You know, he normally gets volume attempts, right? How many attempts does he? 5.
Although he's only played 11
minutes, that's why.
But at least they have 4 more games.
Yeah.
May sample size pa tayo para sa Caloocan moving forward before they proceed to the playoffs. Villanueva pulls up. That's good. What a 4th quarter for John Ray.
He's got, what, 6? 7? Okay.
In this range.
Right.
Bonsubre, lobbing it up. Medyo mataas yun para kay Gabby Espinas.
Medyo mataas.
Kung 10 years ago yun, siguro, kayang-kaya pa. Although Gabby has had himself a nice game tonight.
Right.
16 points, 5 out of 7 shooting, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. John Ray Villanueva, the hot hand, going to John Gabriel. Now it's Brix Ramos, nice fake. Ramos feeds, as per usual. And it's 2 points for San Peralta.
Well, a lot of things happen if you swing that ball from one side to the next because it generates closeouts. And the closeouts would allow you to have numerical advantage eventually. And if you use it right, you're going to end up with a basket.
It is not a turnover. Paul Sanga will fire. Short. It was an air ball. And Gabby stepped out of bounds.
Pero diretso yung tira. Kaya alam mong shooter talaga.
Yeah. Paul Sanga in this game is 6 out of 10 from downtown. Still very high percentage. Anong average niya? 28, no?
Yep.
So dinoble niya kanyang efficiency. Villanueva against Palencia. 8 on the shot clock. Jeff Lorenzo. Screened by John Gabriel. Lorenzo pulls up. No good. Peralta with the effort. Just not enough. And we're back with Irvin Palencia. They're up by a dozen. Palencia bounces to Gabby. Espinas will score.
3 impressive things there. The change in direction on the attack of Irvin Palencia. The deceiving move of trying to go for a layup, and that third, that bounce pass to Gab Espinas with that good finish with the left hand.
Sideline for Brix Ramos. Here's Jeff Lorenzo. Back to Brix. Again, he attacks, and now Ramos will score.
12-point deficit. 5 minutes left. Pwede pa.
And the pressure is on.
Mhm.
As a foul is called on Sam Peralta. It was actually Pio Longa called for it, not Sam. And Ryan Reyes will now return for his buddy. A lot of time here, as you mentioned.
Mhm.
Sideline for Paul Sanga. Here's Riel Cervantes. 8 on the shot clock. Cervantes taking his time. He shoots and he scores.
Meron talaga mga bagay na unfair eh. Yung big man na ang ganda ng bitaw. Ganda pa ng footwork. Pwedeng perimeter, pwedeng post up, may pasa.
Basket on the other end by John Gabriel. That's 8 points now for him. He hasn't made a free throw so far. 0 out of 2.
Mhm.
Make it 0 out of 3, and that is a double-double now for Gabby Espinas. 18 points and 10 rebounds. Paul Sanga. Step back. Three-pointer. Short. Missed by Gabby. Or, sorry, the rebound by Gabby. He missed that putback, but he will go to the line.
Tumatrabaho si Gabby Espinas. No? Talagang he's making the most of, I guess, some of the mismatches underneath. And yung mga complementary players that he has on the team has really done well as well.
Gabby has a chance to reach 20, which he did versus QC. 19 points now. May three-headed monster sila.
Oh.
Espinas, Sanga, and Cervantes is catching up with 15 and 8 rebounds as well.
Right. I was gonna say that na sobrang deadly nitong tatlong to pag nagkasabay-sabay.
(85-71). Ryan Reyes. On to Brix Ramos. Up top to John. Gabriel faking the pass. Recovery for Negros. Lorenzo, nice fake. He leans in and misses.
Oh, that's a push. Yeah.
It's on Pio Longa as Espinas went flying.
And he was already up in the air.
Longa cannot believe it. It's more free throws for Gabby Espinas.
Mhm.
He could go for his new season high.
Yeah. How many does he have? 20? Right
Yes.
now? Yeah.
Tabla na.
Tsaka talaga namang you see the effort on Gabby Espinas to follow up with another monster performance tonight.
He's gonna get it. There you go. Season high, 21 points and 11 rebounds for Gabby Espinas. This is one of those games kung saan kung pwedeng multiple best players ang may bibigay natin. Gagawin natin yun.
Parang, meron bang triplets or twin best player of the game?
Kung umabol si Cervantes, tatluhan sana.
Oo.
Here's Riel with the board. So that's number 9 for him.
And those three just taking turns, no?
Yeah.
Contributing, Post up ni Riel, rebounds, and
Short.
Wow.
What a putback by Gabby Espinas.
Sino unang bumababa? Yung nakashoot. Riel Cervantes.
Yung nagmintis.
Ay, nagmintis pala si Riel. Naka-rim run sa depensa.
23 and 13 for Gabby Espinas. Villanueva able to answer back, but they need a big time run.
Totoo.
Still down by 15, under 3 minutes to go. This is looking like the 7th victory at home for Caloocan. They're currently at 6-5 here in this venue. They do have a 3-game winning streak here inside the Caloocan Sports Complex. Magpapahinga na si Gabby Espinas. Marian Magat is back in. Paul Sanga is at the line to extend his scoring output. So he increases it to 21 as at this moment. That's his first free throw. If it weren't for that single 2-pointer, which he stepped on the line, he would have had 7 threes.
7 threes, that's right.
All of his baskets coming from downtown. 22 now for Paul.
Yeah, and quota na nga rin si Gabby Espinas talaga. He normally gets about 20 minutes per game. He's at 25. And with all those points and contributions, new season high too.
How about Paul Sanga? How many does he average?
Paul Sanga is 6-2 and
No,
1.
minutes.
Minutes? 14.
Extended minutes for him. Plus 10 in this game. Rightfully so. They have a timeout for Coach Bonnie Garcia. It is a 17-point advantage. So these are 3 of the last 4 games in the regular season for Coach Toto Duhilio and company. Bulacan, Muntinlupa, and then San Juan back at home on September 27. This should be packed once again for that game.
Right.
And then it's Sarangani afterwards. If Paul Sanga and Caloocan could actually finish the season with a 5-game winning streak, that would mean a lot for them come the playoffs. And again, they still have a chance to try to get home court advantage. So why not shoot for the stars?
That's right. And magandang momentum, no? Heading into the playoffs.
Ryan Reyes, no good. Rebound Paul Sanga. This is his best performance all season long. 22 points for him. Marian Magat found inside by Real Cervantes.
And again, yung tatlong pinag-uusapan natin kanina, talagang iba-iba yung contribution. And that helped a lot to this with this impending win for Caloocan.
These last 2 minutes are brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Valencia tapped that ball away, and then it was recovered by Chavez. Villanueva fouled. John Ray just giving his all in the 4th quarter. All of his 9 points have come in this frame.
Right. And boy, they needed him in the early quarters.
We have Ray De Mesa checking in for the first time, joining Romel Calahat as Paul Sanga takes a well-deserved breather.
And yun naman talagang mga binasket na yun ni Paul Sanga was the one who created that separation,
Yeah. Paul Sanga will finish with 22 in the first half. Let's check his tally. I'm looking at the wrong stat sheet. He had 6, so 16 in the second half for Paul Sanga. Romel Calahat being bothered, and that's a turnover.
And this is a good game that you can build on heading into the remaining games para dito sa Caloocan.
J.R. Chavez, sorry, miss.
Talagang hirap no?
been a long night for him.
Right.
Chavez's shooting is 3 out of 15.
Right. He had a lot of makeable shots that didn't go in.
Now there's a foul on Ryan Reyes. Reyes will continue to work hard. After all, he holds high standards for himself. Na-mention niya sa akin na hindi siya happy sa kanyang previous game performance. Sabi ko, season high 15 rebounds ka nun ah. Sabi niya, kulang pa yun. Lalo na, hindi sila nanalo. And so, in this game, even though he has a monstrous double-double, I'm sure there's room for improvement as well for Ryan Reyes. We have a challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul. Ball possession for
Challenge
Caloocan.
successful for Coach Bonnie Garcia. It was clean after all.
Yeah, that was clean.
Caloocan will have possession as we follow the arrow pointing their way. This is Irvin Palencia. Called for 8 seconds. That's anticlimactic.
Inabot pa.
You have 80 seconds to go. Negros is down by 17. John Gabriel to his cutter. J.R. Chavez will score. So he's in double figures. 11 points for J.R. Chavez.
Pero mahirap na 11 points yung inabot niya kasi kung tutusin, mas marami dapat siyang naipuntos eh. This time around, got that cut and made that basket.
Yeah, only 25% shooting for Chavez at 4 out of 16. And he's 3 out of 4 from the line as now there's a foul called. Gabriel was hit on his face. And we have a review. John pretty shaken up.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened.
A double came. Ayun.
Well, the good thing is he's up on his feet. Medyo namumula lang ng onte. He will be able to proceed. Just allow our referees to decide upon this. Tomorrow, reminder, the MPBL could be going back to the AUF gym in Pampanga. Watch out for further announcements. That would be the return of the Lanterns in Angeles City after having the Brenzy Giao Convention Center in San Fernando.
The AUF is on the other side
Oh, ibang
than the
ano yun?
Brenzy.
Oh, ibang exit
okay.
yun.
Yeah.
Upon review, foul on number 0, Dr. Beniteva, penalties court. Unsportsmanlike foul on number 1, Robert Galahad, his first
Wow.
foul.
May pahabol pang unspaw dito.
Oo nga.
Galahad is at the stripe. This is for the personal foul. Dahil penalty na ang Negros. But the Muscovados will have ball possession after this. 2 free throws as well for John Gabriel. You know, that guy could be playing a big role in the playoffs.
Agree.
For Caloocan, especially without Joel Liu.
Agree. And, you know, offensively and even effort-wise, he could be one of those factors in the playoffs para dito sa Caloocan.
John Gabriel will also have to play big for them. Talking about Negros this time. If they go up against Quezon, then he'll be matched up against Simon Sandagon. He will have to be able to run against the likes of LJ Gonzalez, Judel Fuentes, and Gab Banal. If they go up against Zamboanga, Joseph Gabayni, ang kanyang katapat. And he also will have to keep up with the Marcelino twins. The Joey Barcumas, the Renzo Subidos of the world. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, kaya yung game ng Caloocan versus Quezon, I feel to nasubukan talaga kasi parang to my observation is the new age big men, you know, guys to play length of the floor that can run as opposed to mga, I guess, a classic OG big men nitong Caloocan, really post up and bangers inside.
There's a new age big man in Ryan Reyes.
Yes. And it's pretty good today. Yeah.
Fast break of the game. This is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. It's Ryan Reyes able to finish. This is his best MPBL game so far. 33 minutes of play, 16 points, and 15 rebounds for the youngster. And he's coming off of an injury, plantar fasciitis. Great to have him back. 93-84, 48 seconds to go. Let's see if Negros can pull off a miracle here. Here's the home games results of Caloocan Batangan Calooc. They have 6 wins and 5 losses. Most were close actually.
Right.
Ang pinakatambak ay 24 kontra sa Rizal. And the biggest loss that they had was against Pampanga. One even reached overtime. Yeah, versus Davao Occidental. That was the other Jeremy Cabana game.
Yeah, the other Jeremy Cabana game.
Ooh! It's a turnover. Negros is trying to pull off something big. Palma attacks. He's fouled. They're down by 9 with 33 seconds to go. And let's remind everybody, a couple of months ago, inside the Brenzigiao Convention Center, Batangas was down by 8 points to Quezon City. And the game went into overtime.
Yes.
So, let's see if Renz Palma and company can pull off something big as he misses his first free throw. (16, 3, and 5 for the All-Star. But only 3 out of 6 free throw shooting. It still is a 3-possession game.
Yeah, down 8.
De Mesa will inbound. Full court pressure applied. Palencia is in trouble. Nice escape. Now it's Cervantes who will slow down. Back to Kalahat. 9-second differential. Negros easing up under pressure. 6 on the shot clock. Kalahat. He loses the ball and it's a turnover. Only 9 seconds to go.
And there will be games that Ryan Reyes is going to have situations like those. Maybe closer games against other big players, and that's going to help him a lot.
Yeah.
Huge boost of confidence here for Ryan Reyes in this game.
Oh, Negros won't shoot anymore. That's it. So that wraps up the regular season of the Negros Muscovado. Still, congratulations to them for reaching the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. They will have to wait for the first round, and they will have to wait as to whether or not they will face Quezon, because it still could be Zamboanga. On the other end for Caloocan, this will be win number 15 against 9 losses. It still is a long way to go for them. They will be the busiest squad as we wrap up our regular season. They will take on Bulacan, Muntinlupa, San Juan here at home, and Sarangani as their last 4 games. Our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. First off, big shout out to Gabby Espinas.
Right.
So Gabby finishes with 23 points and 13 rebounds. Cervantes as well with 15 and 10. But our best player of the game is the man who shot the ball lights out here in Caloocan, Paul Sanga.
Right, and rightfully so. That separation he created because of those made threes really spelled the difference.
22 points, 6 3-pointers for Paul Sanga. This final score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX, who would have thought that after being selected as an all-star, Paul Sanga would elevate his game even further. He is now with Andrea Indicio.
Thank you, Migs. Our daily fantasy best player of this game is Paul Sanga, who just gave us his best performance this season. First of all, congratulations, Paul. In this game, nagsimula kayong mag-establish in that second quarter. Mas gumanda yung galaw nyo sa ilalim, mas pumapasok na yung mga tres ninyo. Overall, mas maganda yung naging performance ng team after that. Ano ba yung naging adjustment? Ano ba yung mga sinabi sa inyo during that time that led to a better performance?
Sa amin kasi kahit lamang kami nung first half, hindi pa rin kami tumigil kung ano yung game plan namin at mas naging gutom kami pagdating ng second half para at least preparation rin to going to playoffs.
And aside from you, maganda rin ang ginawa ng iyong teammates ngayong gabi, especially with Real Cervantes, Gabby Espinas. Kahit na merong sudden change sa team ninyo, hindi kayo nawala sa focus. Ano bang masasabi mo sa kanila?
Ano lang, kailangan lang ready kami palagi. Kung ano man yung mga dumating sa amin. Kasi as a player, kumbaga para kaming empleyado dito. So you have to work hard and para at least masuklian namin yung mga paghihirap ng coaches and management.
That's a really nice mindset from Paul Sanga. Meron ka bang gustong batiin o pasalamatan? Go ahead.
Unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay Lord sa panalong binigay sa amin. At sa wife ko, si Chrysler, yung anak ko, si Cycler, yung family ko sa Cavite, yung family ko sa Taytay, si Judy Sanga, si Sean, yung birthday ng pamangkin ko ngayon, si Cody, yung utol ko na nasa Dubai, si Pat Sanga, si Nina at saka si baby niya na, and so anak ni Gabi na si Shelby, happy birthday. And kala Congressman Oka Malapitan, Mayor Along Malapitan, Konsienteng Malapitan, Boss Felix, Boss Dennis, Venom Sportswear, Yan Coolers, Pocari Sweat, Stay Cool, High Top, LPG. Maraming salamat, Boss Dennis Abela, sa walang sawang support sa Caloocan, Pastor Ferdinand Tabaco, and Pastor Titus Sason sa spiritual guidance. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much. Once again, that is Paul Sanga, our best player of the game, brought to us by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Back to you, Mix and Coach Mike.
And this is what happens when you practice your veteran mindset. Mapa-all-star ka man o hindi, mapa-babad ka man sa isang game o hindi, because you see yourself as an employee, pareho lang naman ang sweldo mo. You keep constant with your work ethic. At some point, it will pay off for you, Mr. Paul Sanga. Congratulations. Tomorrow, there you have the confirmation. We'll go back to the Angeles University Foundation Gymnasium in Pampanga. That's in Angeles City for Pangasinan versus Imos, Muntinlupa versus Batangas, and the return of the Lanterns in the AUF gym as they take on the Quezon Huskers. That's going to be another battle of our Titans here in the MPBL. Thank you for joining us. For Andrea Indicio and Coach Mike Perez, my name is Mix Gomez. At ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas.